Hi, I'm Katie Kohler with Play Pennsylvania. Nerd Street opened the first ever esports and gaming campus in the United States on North Broad Street in Philadelphia. Localhost, powered by Nerd Street Esports Arena, will host pro gaming events and be open to the public for hourly gameplay, tournaments, and summer camps. Nerd Street Gamer CEO John Fazio answered a few of our questions in an interview at the grand opening.
The goal of this facility is to make Philadelphia the most competitive esports city in the country, as we are for traditional sports. The goal of our company and what we're trying to accomplish here is to make esports accessible to everybody, so that every kid in the country has an opportunity to take advantage of these really awesome opportunities that esports can create. Sure. So, competition is competition, and I think that's what's most important. It doesn't matter if it's chess, if it's pinball, if it's sports, or if it's video games. What competition does is it makes you work against somebody, putting your skill level up against theirs, then you're training to get your skill level better. There's the socialization of communicating and dealing with loss, dealing with failure. There's the communication of teamwork and camaraderie. All of that comes from competition. And it doesn't matter what the medium is. And so when kids are playing esports and there's, or adults are playing esports and we've got 5-on-5, you'll see people sitting on this stage right here yelling at each other the same way you'd see on a basketball court. I need you to do this, I need you to do that, make this run there, make this run there. You'll see them stand up and talk trash across the stage to the other team the same way you'll see in a basketball game. And so for a gamer, who had grew up in virtual environments, it's natural. For somebody who didn't, it might seem a little bit bizarre, but the reality is it's all about competition. I'm somebody who grew up playing soccer. Soccer gave me a lot of my opportunities in life. It sent me to college, helped pay for my college, sent me around the world. All of my social skills came from the people I met playing soccer, but I was also a hardcore video gamer. I was somebody who grew up as a PC nerd, and I played video games when I wasn't playing soccer. Our joke at Drexel, where I played soccer, was that I majored in soccer and I minored in FIFA, the video game, because when you weren't playing on the field, you were probably playing FIFA in your dorm room. And so, for anybody who plays sports, it's easy to see as soon as you start playing video games why that same competitiveness is there. So I think it's a really special opportunity because more kids play games, more kids can play games. And I'm not saying sports is going anywhere. I'm a huge sports fan. I'm a huge Eagles fan, huge Flyers fan, huge Phillies fan, huge Sixers fan. So I want to see sports continue to be in the spotlight, but I think esports is going to provide this awesome supplemental opportunity for everybody. A lot of the time it's about balance as a parent, and I have a 2-year-old at home and I'm learning these lessons very quickly, and it comes down to what are productive spends of your time, and parents probably wouldn't have seen this opportunity coming, so I can't possibly blame her. Yeah. But now we've got, I don't even know the numbers anymore. I think a year and a half ago it was 200 universities that were giving out esports scholarships, so it must be more now. Yep. We've got 10,000 plus high schools in America signing up varsity esports teams. So it's coming, but I'd also make the comparison to the fact that 99% of traditional sports players are also not getting paid. 99% of sports players are not getting college scholarships. That's not the reason that we all play. Some of us will. Some of the select few have that really unique opportunity and skill set to go to the next level, but the rest of us still do it and still benefit from all of the socialization. Even playing in a club at college is going to give you the opportunity to meet people you wouldn't have met and create those real life opportunities. So it's not just about being a pro. This industry has a whole assortment of opportunities around it. Not only the competition itself, but the cameras, the people that hold the cameras, the people that broadcast it, the people that administer the tournaments. There's a whole ecosystem of career opportunity here. It's not just competing. So, I think it kind of happened by accident. We were building this really cool space, and as soon as our partners heard that we were, they said, we want in too. And then all of a sudden we had a collection of organizations that were some esports, some university, some healthcare, that were all saying we want to leverage the fact that you have this incredible asset there and we want to be with you, we want to be in there. So that's how the campus idea was born, with this concept that leveraging and this anchor tenant down here on the first floor, which is this incredible arena, and all of the empty space above it that we had the opportunity to take advantage of. Now we can create a true campus of what it means to be a campus, is where people come together with shared interests to advance themselves, right? And so whether you're coming here as a competitor or you're coming to participate with, Jefferson Health programs or, Temple University's hospitality and sports group, or, coming to watch a pro esports team, it all is going to happen here. So for me, it means it's a collection of people all with a very shared interest, a similar interest around video games, that are here to advance each other and advance ourselves, and that's what's so exciting about it. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think there's a combination of skill sets that you get from sports. The physical one is hand-eye coordination, and from esports. The physical coordination is incredible. Doctors, surgeons, operators of cranes, operators of heavy machinery, pilots, drivers, all of these things that use that hand-eye coordination. There's no better way to train and practice that than by playing video games. Mm-hmm. So I think that we're going to see the future where there's a huge correlation between quality video game players and those different types of hand-eye coordinated oriented professions. But beyond that, there's the mental side. When you're playing a video game, you're getting a level of rapid iteration on mental strategy that's not possible in sports, because I have to wait to catch my breath. I have to wait to run to the other side of the field. And in esports, it's go, 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 go so fast. And so now, if you're somebody in triage and dealing with the stress of that video games is going to help you there. Yeah. If you're somebody, parents get worried that their kids are down in the basement talking to 150 different people. Well, that's actually what most careers look like. The ability to deal with that person who's being really mean or saying really awful things. Go sit on the subway. You're going to learn that the hard way in person. And those are skill sets that you get from video games as well on the mental side. So I think both physically and mentally, these correlations are going to have a profound impact on future careers. Yeah, I mean, it's something that means a lot to me. I think, we have now demonstrated this pathway for so many different people. And when you get to see somebody who gets an opportunity and succeeds from something you did, it's the most rewarding thing you can do in life besides, children. And so we 2 years ago, we had somebody win a Hearthstone tournament for $15,000 with no usage of his hands. He used a device that allowed him to breathe and blow and use his face to control the game, and he won. Right? Like, that's not an opportunity that's available to that person in traditional sports. And so I think that sports are really good at inclusivity when you remove the physical aspect. As a soccer player, I got access, and I was next to people from all sorts of socioeconomic backgrounds, all sorts of cultural backgrounds that I never would have been exposed to if it wasn't for soccer. Yeah. And the limitation was, like you said, the physical component. Mm-hmm. So now when you remove the physical component, suddenly everybody else who might have that can also benefit from the inclusivity of competition. Again, it's going to have really profound impacts on many people's lives, and I'm really excited about that. You mentioned a elderly gamer that comes in. We've got more than a few of those. We've got families that come in and game together. Yeah. A couple 40-year-old parents, a teenager, and a under 10-year-old kid. They all come in and play the same game together, and then spend an hour doing that, and then they go off and play their own games. And the parents got the games they really like, the kids got the games they really like. We've seen a ton of that, and it's really exciting. We have all sorts of gamers who come in who wouldn't have access to any form of competition if not for the video games, and now they get to do it in person with other people. Absolutely, that's exactly right. I think what's so exciting about what we do is we get to see it. So we have a thing called Nerd Street Legends, and the Nerd Street Legends are players who got their first start here and are now pro players, college athletes, etc. And there's hundreds of them that got their start here. The only problem is, because of the way that we started building this, most of those players were from a specific demographic. They were affluent, they had the ability to afford these computers. Now, with the realization of a space like this in a part of the city like this, we're going to be able to open that up to so many more people who can have access to the same opportunities, and that's really incredible.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit subscribe.